what's up? Hello, it's Katie Colson here. Welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. This is very impromptu, okay? I was gonna do a tier maker, and then I saw that I guess like the people who own tier maker have this thing called bracket fights, and we love to pit things against each other, okay? And it be a definitive answer. Well, we don't love that because I'm very indecisive. And it's really hard for me to make decisions, which is the only way that I know that this is going to be both incredibly frustrating to watch, but also entertaining. So what I'm going to do is I have uploaded a bunch or all of my 5 stars, according to Goodreads, that I have ever read. Now, on here, you can only input 128 pictures, and I had 182 5 stars. I say 5 stars because Goodreads doesn't do half stars, so there might be a lot of these, because I haven't gone through, really, a lot of these that technically were 4.5, but according to Goodreads, it said 5 stars. Now, how I decided what 128 were going to go into it is that I did, unfortunately, very sadly, have to go and remove all of the manga, manhwa, comics, graphic novels, which is really sad because I've read some real bangers and they would have really stood up on this list. And then also things that had multiple books in series, except for some exceptions, okay? So basically, as far as I can tell from this website, is that it will pit 64 of them together and it trails down to 1, and then you do the other 64 and it trails down to 1, and then you have to decide based on that, which I think is really weird. I think it should go like, or like this, whatever, you know, whatever that is, instead of like this, because then you're making it so that, I don't know, you're lessening the odds of both of those two actually being the best two, because it really just depends on what's pitted against each other, which is what's going to make this so interesting, because I might have one that's an absolute favorite of all time that is pitted against one that I was like, oh, I think I give that 4.5 stars, or, oh, I read that in like 2007. So it's easy. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll do the one that's a favorite of all time. But what if 2 absolute favorites of all time in the first round get pitted against each other?
It was at this moment that William knew. He fucked up.
I hope not. I truly hope not. Okay, so let's do the traditional making me smaller in 3, 2, 1, lift off. Oh my God. Hi, we're here. And this is what it looks like right now because I haven't gone into presentation mode. So I guess I have a little spoiler on a couple of those. Sorry for the, not jump scare, the scroll scare. Anyway, let's do presentation mode and see what happens. Oh, we jump into the thick of it. We have a series of unfortunate events, the bad beginning against the law of the skies. I know for a fact that the first book and the last book are both on this list, but the last book is my favorite. But is the law of the skies better than the bad beginning? Like, it's the bad beginning. No, okay, I'm gonna say the bad beginning because this was a moment in time. And honestly, I think Lemony Snicket really did something with the series. Okay, there we go. Oh! Ooh! Okay, this is not something I wanted to be against each other in the first round. Okay, here's the thing. Call Me By Your Name is so exquisitely written and it's absolutely gorgeous, but it has to go to Slewfoot. I've read this book 3 times in 1 year. I literally am obsessed with this book. It's so freaking good. It's got to go to Abatha. Okay, this is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. This is a bad idea. Why would you do this? These are two of my favorite books of all time. This is rude. This is rude. Okay, Alone with You in the Ether and A Sinister Revenge, the 8th book in the Veronica Speedwell series. I'm gonna console myself by saying that I know this is not the only Veronica Speedwell that's on this list. It's so hard to pick anything that's not Veronica Speedwell. Okay, I'm gonna go Alone with You in the Ether because it is exquisitely written. Okay, The Girl with All the Gifts and Vicious. I have not read The Girl with All the Gifts in a long time, but I loved it when I read it. But Vicious, I've read 4 times. So we have to give it up to the girls. Okay, I'll Give You the Sun. I've also read 3 times. Every Heart a Doorway, I've only read once, but it's absolutely going to go to Every Heart a Doorway. This is such an amazing novella. Like, oh my God, what a strong start to the series. It has everything. Okay, you couldn't be more different. I'm going to give you that. Originality. Yolk and Brother. I don't even know how to vote on this because they're so insanely different. I don't know. I don't know which one I like more. Maybe it's recency bias, but I want to pick Brother because I was so enraptured by this book. Okay, we're gonna pick Brother. We're gonna pick Brother. I don't know why I'm so shocked. Of course the internet would do this to me. Of course the internet would do this to me. You know I have to pick The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. You know I have to because Luke is literally Devil Demon Daddy and I'm obsessed with him. But You is a phenomenal book that, as far as I had ever been aware, was the first of its kind. And Caroline Kepnes really did that. But of course, V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is one of the best books I've ever read in my life. I'm getting way too heated this way too quickly. The Secret History and Down Among the Sticks and Bones. If I reread The Secret History, I might recognize the things that people say are problematic about it, but I didn't when I read it originally, and I thought that it was just really intelligent. And I do, you know what? We love a Frankenstein and Dracula. We're going with this one. Yeah. Okay, Middle Game and Then She Was Gone. Then She Was Gone is one that if I reread it, maybe it would be a 4, but when I tell you that when I read this, there was a point where I literally threw up in my mouth because I was so disgusted by something that happened in this book that I'm sure nobody else would think was horrifying but me. But Middle Game, I gave 4.5, but this is so interesting and fun. It's got to go to Middle Game. It's different. The Hate You Give and I'll Be Gone in the Dark. It feels very wrong to put these next to each other. I want to say The Hate You Give because when Angie Thomas wrote that and that came out, that was a big deal. It's still a big deal, but like that was huge and it kept getting banned everywhere. It's still banned and it's a phenomenal book. But I think for personal enjoyment, I'm going to say I'll Be Gone in the Dark because this book really scared me. And I think that Michelle McNamara putting her whole heart and soul into this and then passing away like 6 months before this got solved sits very heavy in my heart. So I'm going to go for that. Girls. It's not even a contest. Why do these other bitches even try? Why do they even try? It's Bunny. It's Bunny. Lovely War, great, cool, but no, you can't hold a candle to Bunny. A Game of Thrones, a stunning book. But Notes on an Execution is one of the best books I've ever read in my life, and I read it 3 times in 1 year. So it's got to go to that. True crime story and part of your world. This is hard because I have the same amount of enjoyment for both of these books. I would have to reread True Crime Story because it's been a minute and I just read it really quickly. Part of Your World was so freaking good. But True Crime Story is so fun. Okay, I don't know. I enjoy both of them. Neither of them are going to make it into the final, so I'm just going to say True Crime Story because it's a phenomenal audiobook. Ooh! A classic and a modern classic. Yellowface and Little Women. This is so hard because Yellowface is so important. It's intelligent. It is so ballsy. But Little Women, it's a classic. I gave a 5-star. This is hard. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. What do I do? Yellowface, Little Women. I'm going to say Yellowface, even though I gave it 4.5 stars and I gave Little Women 5 stars. Hear me out. Okay. Tender as the Flesh and Come Tumbling Down. Both are 5 stars. Absolutely adore Come Tumbling Down, but Tender as the Flesh it's going to take the cake. 1000%. Okay, why are these on here? Are these 4.5 stars? I'm so confused. I enjoyed both of them, clearly. I really did, but I'm not obsessed with either of them. I want to say Clapping You Land because I adore the way that Elizabeth Acevedo does her audiobooks. When is Big Little Lies going to get the cover it deserves? When is it going to happen? This cover, horrifying. What is that? What is that? That is so freaking ugly. I really love Big Little Lies, but I'm thinking of ending things is different. It is something I've never read before. It's a format I'd never read before. It had me literally on the floor of my bathroom going, what the fuck, over and over and over again. Have to give it to the girls. Okay, so I did give Lock Every Door 5 stars 4 years ago. I can't imagine that I would if I reread it now based on my track record with Riley Sager. And I've read The Last House on Needless Street twice. And it was something I never read before. So I have to give it up to the girls. Oh, fuck you. Okay. You know it has to be Any Man. Why would you do Kane Minato like that? Why would you do that in the first round? At least make it to the second round. That's rude. Confessions is a 5-star favorite of all time. But Any Man is top 2 best books I've ever read in my life. I'm so serious. It has to go to that. Nothing. And the other best book I've ever read in my life. No, they're in the same category. No, why? Fuck. Okay, who's gonna stand up next to one of them? It's gotta go to Dowry of Blood. I'm literally obsessed with that book. What have I done? Like, can somebody please riddle me what I've done to deserve this? There are so many books on this list that I read forever ago or that I actually gave 4.5 stars, 4.25. Why are you putting all of the absolute favorite of all times next to each other? This is a crime. Like, why would you do this? Okay, here's the thing. Sharp Objects, absolutely a favorite, but A Dangerous Collaboration lives absolutely rent-free in my head. Absolutely rent-free. That line where Stoker's like, you think that's love, brother? That I would kill for her? That's not love. You know nothing of love. I don't love her enough to kill for her. I love her enough to die for her. I think about that truly like a Roman Empire. I think about that constantly. It's got to go to Dangerous Collaboration. Have to give it up to the girls. Okay, The Romantic Agenda and No Exit. Okay, hear me out. I love The Romantic Agenda, asexual representation, but I was very toxic and I was reading this wanting her to get with the person that she was not supposed to end up with. So I'm gonna go with No Exit because this was the ride of my life. Absolutely loved it. Okay, I was about to say this is rude, but to be honest, even though both of these are 5 stars and I love both of them, Before the Devil Breaks You, absolutely above The Hollow Places. Oh my God, 6 of Crows. Are you kidding me? 6 of motherfucking Crows. I'm obsessed with that book. The Diviners. I love Radio Silence, but The Diviners, leaps and bounds above that. I think both of these were 4.5 stars. Nettle and Bone and Just Like Mother. I don't know. I kind of want to say Just Like Mother because it had like that whole, do women need to have children to be considered worthy by society? But I think this cover is actually terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna say Just Like Mother. It's not gonna make it to the final round, so. For Your Own Good and Ace of Spades. I wanna say Ace of Spades because this cover is actually like one of my favorite covers I've ever seen, but the thrills that I got out of For Your Own Good has to take the cake. Okay, hear me out. Listen, hear me out. If I reread this, I'm sure I would read it more critically than I did years and years ago. I'm sure that I wouldn't give this 5 stars. But the hazy memory that I have is 5 stars. But the one, obviously, so freaking good. No! The Weight of Blood versus Carry On? Okay, as far as literature is concerned, it's The Weight of Blood. But as far as guilty pleasure and enjoyment, it's gonna be Carry On. I've read this book, I think 4 times, or I've listened to it 4 times. I own the physical book, but the audiobook is so cheeky and so good. This is my comfort audiobook. It has to go to that. It has to. I literally don't care what's over here. It's going to Loveless. I don't care. This could be anything. Any and everything. It has to go to Loveless. The Push is fantastic. Loved it. Loveless is the book that probably means the most to me in this life. People we meet on vacation and things have gotten worse since we last spoke. I'm sure people saw this come up and their immediate reaction was like, oh, of course it's Emily Henry. No, it's Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. What an absolute insane ride this book was. I had the time of my freaking life. Comfort Me with Apples and Amari and the Night Brothers. Okay, here's the thing. I counted this as books 1 and 2. And I really loved book 2. Comfort Me with Apples is so freaking good, but like you can't really compare to how magical and amazing and fantastical that is. Why can't we go to the other side? Oh, I didn't mean to, no, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my God, that was scary. Oh wait, okay, what did I do? Did I mess up? I think I fucked up. What do I do? I've never used this before. Why did I try this out for the first time? Oh no, please, what do I do? Okay. I thought we were goner. Whew. Okay. Obviously Slewfoot. Look at this cover and tell me you wouldn't pick Slewfoot. It's so freaking good. When people don't like that book, I'm like concerned for you. Alone Youth in the Ether and Vicious. Vicious. The quotes in Alone with You in the Ether are the best I've ever read, but Vicious, fantastic. Every Heart a Doorway. Definitely. Oh, Invisible Life Valley of the Root. Definitely. I want to say I'll Be Gone in the Dark, but I don't actually physically own it, and I physically own Middle Game, which I feel like should say something. I'm going to do I'll Be Gone in the Dark. Oh my God. No, no, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. What, why will it not go back? How do I choose between those? Like, it did it for me, and I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh no. Okay. I can't count Bunny out this fast. Oh my God. I can't. I literally can't. I can't cut Bunny out this fast. I can't. But No Sudden Execution is one of the best books I've ever read. Okay. I literally have goosebumps. I'm like actually making this such a big deal. I'm making this such a big deal. I adore No Sudden Execution, but Bunny is my cult classic. It has to go there. Okay, let's hope the matchup mode will work again. Okay. Between these, it's going to go to Yellowface. Oh, between these, Tender is the Flesh. Not even a freaking contest. Oh, I'm thinking of ending things. How fucking dare you? This soon? I can't. I can't. I'm being so... I can't. Can I cheat? Hold on. Can I cheat? Can I cheat? I'm so serious. I can cheat? God bless. Okay. Calm down. Okay. I did cheat. And I'm not at all sorry about it. Okay. We're going to move along Diary of Blood because Any Man is over there. And if you think I feel bad about it, think again. Did we not just do that? It's taunting me. It's making me do it again.
My biggest supporter would be, I don't really have one.
That was rude. Oh, A Dangerous Collaboration. God, it lives rent free in my head. Oh shit. Okay. It has to be Six with Crows. It has to be. Oh, The Diviners. 1,000,000%. The one. Mm-hmm. I Love You, Carry On. Loveless. It's so wrong to put these next to each other. It's so wrong. But I have to give it to Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. I loved it. This is getting really hard. This is getting really, 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 really hard. Okay. Vicious. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Vicious. Fuck. It's like I have to vote for The Invisible Life Out of the Rue, but I love this book, but I have to vote for this because it is better. Oh, Bunny. 1,000,000,000%. Tender is the Flesh. Easy. A Dowry of Blood. Easy. Why? Do you not understand? There is quotes that live rent-free in my head with Six with Crows and with Veronica Speedwell. Is it recency bias? Okay. Is it recency bias to say A Dangerous Collaboration? Oh, okay. I have to say, I hate this, but I'm going to say A Dangerous Collaboration. It hurts me. Oh, The Diviners. Loveless. Wow. 2 V. Schwabs. I want to say Vicious. I want to because I love like the X-Men darkness of it. But dude, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is like a masterpiece. I have to. Daddy Demon Luke has to win. Bunny, obviously. I love you. I love you. But A Dowry of Blood is going to take the cake every fucking time. I'm so sorry. Okay, but Enjoyment, The Diviners. Emotional relatability and pain, Loveless. I have to give it to Loveless. I have to. Bunny. You live in my heart always and forever, but A Dowry of Blood is one of the best books in the world.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Have I built an entire brand on Bunny? Yeah. But when I tell you A Dowry of Blood is actually a perfect book, like it's perfect. I'm obsessed. Whew. Okay. Now it looks like we have a B tier. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. Why did I give The Hunting Wives 5 stars? It's a 4, probably. Also, Malibu Rising, I gave 5 stars. This is definitely a 4. Also, Malibu Rising is better than Hunting Wives, for sure. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Sweet Blood, it's just me. Okay, nobody else would like this book. But The Cabinet End of the World, I stand behind that, even though people hate it. I don't think I gave Atlas 6 5 stars. It was definitely 4.5. And I really enjoyed it, but Matilda literally is my childhood. Like, I am Matilda. Home Before Dark, I gave that 5 stars. Not today. They never learn. Okay, I love Crossroads, but European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewoman, I love this book so much. So good. Ooh. Okay, again, there's no way that this was 5 stars. This had to have been 4.5. Part of me wants to say Plain Bad Heroines because like visually it's stunning and there's like a lot of gay stuff in there and the kind of like polyamory. But Sadie is like a perfect audiobook. But it's been a while. I guess I'll say Sadie because I know at the time I gave that 5 stars. Ooh, Fight Club and Knight's Edge. I haven't read Fight Club in so long that I don't remember, but it's like my favorite movie of all time. So I'm going to say Fight Club. Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. Made me cry, but so did the end by Lemony Snicket. And to be honest, I truly think that this ending is, while just insanely frustrating, perfect. So, gotta pick that. Okay, Sorrowland and Waking Gods. This is encompassing Sleeping Giants and Waking Gods, and this audiobook is like flawless to me. I'm absolutely obsessed and also made me tear up. Sorrowland is a better book, but Waking Gods is gonna win. This Savage Song, I put this and Our Dark Duet because I can't differentiate between them because it's been so long since I've read it. And You Should See Me in a Crown. You know what? It has to be This Savage Song because there is a relationship that is just friendship. And that meant everything to me. Okay, 2 exclusively audiobook situations. Daisy Jones and the Six and Suffer the Children. I'm gonna say Daisy Jones and the Six. That is a fantastic audiobook. Oh, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. Hands down, obsessed. Oh, The Last Devil to Die. You wanna talk about tears? You wanna talk about tears? I was literally gasping. First Day of Spring. This one doesn't stick in my head the way that The Man Who Died Twice does. I did not give that 5 stars. I think I gave it a 4 and then went back and said 4.5. So I'm gonna have to give it to Recursion, which is another fantastic audiobook. 2 classics. This is a book that I read in high school, and it is truly like a perfect book. I haven't read it since, but when I read it in high school, I thought it was literally perfection. I don't think I'm as intelligent as I was then to reread it, but Moxie is absolutely a book that every girl should read. Every girl. Middle school, high school, definitely middle school. Pick this book up, please, but Frankenstein has to win. It's a classic. A classic that I gave 5 stars. I did A Conjuring of Light, the 3rd book in the trilogy, even though I gave all 5 stars, because I truly was like gutted by this ending. And The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This book is fantastic, but I like that series more. Oh. Okay, here's the thing. I adore The Last Word, but The Book Thief is a modern classic. And it's phenomenal. And also, like, I mean, come on, we all know. We all know. Any man. Any man. All damn day. We need to do something and how high we go in the dark. How high we go in the dark. Definitely. Oh, The House on the Cerulean Sea and The Burning God. I kind of think that either I gave The House on the Cerulean Sea 4.5 stars or I would give it 4 if I reread it. But The Burning God is like a perfect ending. I know it's frustrating and people don't agree with that, but logically, it's a perfect ending. Oh my God, 2 books that had me talking everyone's ear off about what would you do. I think this concept is so unique and amazing, but The Nightingale, objectively, emotionally, like lyrically, is a better book. 2 phenomenal audiobooks. If you were against something else, Dolores Claiborne would have won. But The Stranger Beside Me is a story that is so unique and will never be told again. I know I wasn't going over what these books are about, but I always feel the need to talk about this one. This is about Anne Rule, who was a true crime reporter, and she was reporting on the Bundy murders when they didn't know who it was. And her best friend was Ted Bundy. And she didn't know that she was trying to find and report on her best friend. Yeah, it's crazy. So good. Definitely do the audiobook because the physical book is so hard to read. The Butterfly Garden and Red, White, and Royal Blue. These are both books that I don't think I would give 5 stars if I read right now, but I have more faith, I think, in Red, White, and Royal Blue. No. Magnolia Parks. She is a toxic queen. Ninth House and Pretty Girls. You know what? It's going to go to Pretty Girls. Another book that made me want to throw up in my mouth. So good. Okay, not my 2 most effed up books of all time. Verity and Mayfly. Not my token toxics. My token toxics. I just came up with that. That was great. Okay, I'm going to have to give it to Mayfly because these both have really effed up romances in them, but I was rooting for the one in Mayfly, and I wanted both of the characters in the romance to die in Verity. So, Mayfly. You're wrong for that. You were well and truly wrong for this. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and My Dark Vanessa. I feel like anybody watching this right now truly is divided and does not know what I'm about to say. Because that's how I feel. But then when I sat there and like stared at them for a second, I was like, well, okay, now I'm second guessing myself. I acted like I figured it out. I don't know. I feel like I should say The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but My Dark Vanessa. I feel like I'm wrong for this, but I'm going to say My Dark Vanessa. Oh! Southern Book Club's Guide to Saying Vampires, one of my top 5 favorite books of all time. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Why would you do this to me? Okay. No, Katie, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know why? Because...
No.
Because A Dangerous Collaboration already got so high up on the list that I need to be okay. I mean, we did already get rid of the 8th book so quickly. Okay. It has to go. I have to choose. And every morning the way home gets longer and longer. I've never cried so hard in my entire life. Chlorine and Gone Girl. Okay, Gone Girl is actually a modern classic, in my opinion. And anybody that hates on it, you're wrong.
I said what I said.
Misery and Hunger Games. Oh, the Hunger Games. I did that to encompass all 3 of them, but all 3 of them are 5 stars. I ate it up. It stands the test of time. I reread it last year, so freaking good. Oh, Cabin at the End of the World. Easy peasy. Matilda and They Never Learn. I want to say Matilda because, like, it is my childhood. But, of course, like, if I was reading it right now, what would I say? You know what I mean? Okay, because of that, I'm going to say They Never Learn. Oh, European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewoman. All day. Okay, Fight Club and The End. I am gonna say I'm wrong on either which way I pick because I truly don't know. I want to say The End because I still have the movie of this. That maybe if I reread this, I like the movie more. I'm assuming I do like the movie more. I have to, so I'm gonna say The End. This Savage Song and Waking Gods. Waking Gods, absolutely. Oh, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. So sorry, Daisy Jones, but yes. Okay, that's comedy. That is comedy. You know we have to give it to The Last Devil to Die, but the fact that the Richard Osmonds had to go against each other, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But dude, the 4th book touched me. Frankenstein, duh. A Conjuring of Light and The Book Thief. The Book Thief. Yes. Oh, any man. Any man. Okay, I think The Burning God is a better book, even though The Nightingale has more general appeal and crowd-pleasing appeal. I want to say The Burning God because how messed up it is. But The Nightingale did make me cry a lot. So I'm going to go there. And it is very beautiful. Oh, The Stranger Beside Me. Come on, Casey McQuiston. I don't think so. Magnolia Parks and Pretty Girls. Why am I hesitating? Magnolia Parks. Hello, toxicity. Okay, what do I do? What do I do here? What do I do here? Mayfly and My Dark Vanessa. I feel like emotionally, literarily, I want to say My Dark Vanessa. But I had the time of my life reading Mayfly. It's not a better book than My Dark Vanessa at all. But no, I have to give it. Dude, the ice hockey romance in that book, exquisite.
Need backup.
This hurts me. This hurts me, but you know I have to do Southern Book Club's Guide to Studying Vampires. You have to. This book is about me. Ooh, The Hunger Games and Gone Girl. We're going to have to give it to Gone Girl. Have to. Oh, The Cabin at the End of the World. The End and European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewoman. Yep. Waking Gods and The Strange Case of Alchemist's Daughter. I'm going to say Waking Gods, one, because the second book in the series is better, in my opinion, as far as having read them only once. So we're going to say that. Oh, that's hard. Well, it's not. I'm going to pick The Last Devil to Die. I need to reread Frankenstein because I'm sure that this is probably like a best book of all time, but recency bias, Last Devil to Die. Oh my God, Any Man by Amber Tamblyn, literally well and truly buried into my soul. I haven't reread it, but The Stranger Beside Me. So fascinating. Oh, okay. These are in my top 5. Gone Girl and The Southern Book Club's Guide to Studying Vampires. I've read Gone Girl 3 times, and I've read The Southern Book Club's Guide to Studying Vampires 3 times. But I feel like The Southern Book Club's Guide has more for me. I freaking adore Gone Girl. It is absolutely amazing. But this has a part of my soul and my upbringing in that book. The Cabin at the End of the World and European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewoman. I need to reread The Cabin at the End of the World because maybe it's not as good as I'm remembering, but it's a freaking 5-star for me. I love this book in the series, but I love the deconstructing of faith and religion in this book so much. So I have to pick that. Waking Gods is so good, but it doesn't stand a chance to The Last Devil to Die. It doesn't. Oh, Any Man. Y'all, come on. Southern Book Club's Guide to Studying Vampires. While I think storyline and structure of the story-wise, I would give it to The Cabin at the End of the World, The Last Devil to Die, well and truly broke everything about me, and I have to pick that. I have to.
What?
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Okay, I have to pick Any Man. I have to. I am legally obligated. But know that this is in my top 5 books of all time. This is 2, but it's in my top 2. Any Man. Even against a hard hitter like that. A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. A Dracula's Bride's retelling where you open the book and it's letters to Dracula after his wife has murdered him, explaining why she did it. And then you have Any Man, which is a story of a female R-worder who R-words men of any ethnicity and economy or whatever, and how that affects them and how it affects society when it is happening to men. You'd think based on that, I would just automatically pick Any Man because it's so relevant and unfortunately will be for a very long time. But a dowry of blood. Magdalena, like, okay, I really don't know. I'm like ping-ponging. Like, I have one thing where I go, oh, well, obviously that. And then I go, no, obviously that. Like, Any Man made me cry. I had to walk away from Any Man so many times because of how strong and poignant it is. But A Dowry of Blood is stunning. It's beautiful. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. That wasn't a satisfying, like, poof confetti like I thought it was going to be. A Dowry of Blood. A Dowry of Blood because the cover, and because it doesn't just make me sad and angry. And it's like the most beautifully written book I've ever read. But Any Man, I'm so sorry to put you in the grave. A Dowry of Blood. I should have known. Why was I sitting here acting like this was going to be a bracket that was going to end in anything but A Dowry of Blood? I have to reread this book this year. Okay, this is giving me a prompt. I have to reread this book. Gladly. I read it twice, and I've read Any Man twice. Okay, I'm going to reread this book this year and solidify it as my best book of all time. Did y'all love how I was taking that so seriously? Like, well and truly, it was that deep. It was that deep. I was on the edge of my freaking seat. I was biting my nails. Metaphorically biting my nails. Okay? I don't know why I'm so dramatic. Yeah, I do. I'm a Gemini with an Aries moon. Hi. Making decisions is so freaking hard. But I stand by that. A Dowry of Blood. I stand by it. I'm going to reread it this year to solidify my standing on it. Let me know if any of these surprised you, or if you were like, you're wrong for that. What? Or if there's a book that you're like, I can't believe I didn't see that on this list, that maybe I somehow forgot, or that didn't make it on here because I didn't check to see if all 128 were on there, because I didn't want to spoil myself. But anyway, if you have gotten this far and you don't know what else to leave in the comments, then leave the vampire emoji for A Dowry of Blood. I would really appreciate that. If you want to follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, Patreon, anything of the like, they are going to be linked down below. And I know I've been talking forever, so we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever it is you're having in whatever part of the world you are currently having it in. And I will see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.
The library, darling. Because reading is what? Fundamental. That's right.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next?